Hello, my dear students. Welcome to chemistry entrance class. In this video, we are going to discuss about some important questions related to basic concepts of chemistry. That is Unit 1. So, from Unit 1, we will discuss some important questions. So, the question number 1, 12 gram of magnesium. The atomic mass of magnesium is 24 on 12 gram of magnesium on reacting completely with acid. So, magnesium is reacting with acid gives hydrogen gas. Okay. Usually any metal when react with acid it will produce hydrogen. So, the volume of which at STP would be, see, 12 gram of magnesium when it react with any acid at STP, what will be the volume of hydrogen? That is the question. Okay. So, first write the reaction magnesium plus hydrochloric acid, or you can take any acid. Okay. So, magnesium plus HCl, it will produce MgCl2 plus hydrogen gas. So, put 2 here. Balance the equation. So, magnesium reacting with acid, we are getting hydrogen gas. So, what will be the volume of this gas? That is the question. Okay. So, for that, usually atomic mass, that is 24 gram of magnesium. So, 24 gram of magnesium gives, you know, that molar volume how much for the 1 mole of magnesium, that is 22.4 liter at STP. So, the molar volume of hydrogen gas for 1 mole of magnesium, see, magnesium produces hydrogen gas. Okay. So, we are getting 22.4 liter. In the question, how many grams? 12 grams. So therefore 12 gram of magnesium gives how much? Gives H2 how much? That is the question. Okay. So you can make one box, that is magnesium, hydrogen. So 24 gram of magnesium will produce 22.4 liter. Then 12 gram of magnesium will produce how much liter of this hydrogen gas. So make cross multiplication. So 24x equal 22.4 into 12. So x equal 22.4 into 12 by 24. We will get that answer will be 11.2 liter at STP. So this is the final answer. Or you can use another one method, that is, so 22.4 gram, so 22.4 liter we are getting from 24 gram. Then for 12 gram how much? So here also you will get answer 11.2 liter at STP. Okay. Now check the option which is correct. Option B is the right answer. Okay. So hope you understood the question number 1. Now question number 2. 27 gram of aluminum will react completely with how many grams of oxygen? So aluminum is reacting with oxygen to produce aluminum oxide. So during the reaction, 27 gram of aluminum will react with oxygen completely. So how many grams of oxygen is required? That is the question. So the requirement is how many grams of oxygen. Okay. So now first write the equation, that is aluminum plus oxygen to produce aluminum oxide. The formula is Al2O3. So the reaction is Al plus O2, it is producing Al2O3. Now balance the equation. So after balancing, we will get here 4, here 3, then here 2. This is the balanced chemical equation. Okay. So now find out, first see, make one tabular column, aluminum here, then oxygen. How many, that is, what is the stoichiometric coefficient? 4 here, for oxygen that is 3. Now what is the atomic mass of, relative atomic mass of aluminum? That is 27. And for oxygen, atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Oxygen atomic mass is 16. Aluminum that is 27. Okay. How many oxygen atoms are here? 2 oxygen atom. So 2 into 16, 32. So O2 is 32 because 2 oxygen atom. Okay. Now the question is, see, 4 times of this 27, it is producing, it requires 3 times of this 32. So according to the question, 27 gram of aluminum will require how many oxygen? So you are going to calculate the requirement of oxygen. Okay. Make cross multiplication. So x into 4 into 27 equal 3 into 32 into 27. X equal 3 into 32 into 27 divided by 4 into 27. Now cancel this 27. 4 into 8 equal to 32. So what will be the answer? X equal 24 gram. That is the answer. So that option will be, so answer is option D, 24 gram. Clear? Now question number 3. What volume of hydrogen gas at 273 Kelvin and 1 atm pressure? So this is a condition, will be consumed. So we are going to calculate the volume of hydrogen consumed in obtaining 21.6 gram of elemental boron. So that boron atomic mass is 10.8 gram. From the reduction of boron trichloride with hydrogen. So the reaction is reduction of boron trichloride. So the formula is of boron trichloride is BCl3. This is the formula of boron trichloride. Reduction means addition of hydrogen, H2. We already studied in the oxidation reduction. Reduction means addition of hydrogen. We are producing elemental boron, that is boron B symbol, plus hydrochloric acid HCl. Okay. So now balance the equation. Here 3, then here put 3, then here put 2, and here 2. Okay. 2, 6. Yes, here put 6. 2 BCl3 plus 3H2 gives 2 boron plus 6 HCl. Now the equation is balanced. See, whenever you are doing the stoichiometric calculation, the equation must be balanced. That is very, very important. Okay. So now come to the point. Here how many borons are there? 2 boron. So 2 into, what is the mass of boron? Atomic mass of boron 10.8 gram. 10.8 gram boron requires equal 3 into, so what is the volume of hydrogen? That is 22.4 liter of hydrogen at 273 Kelvin and 1 atm pressure. So that according to the question, 21.6 gram of boron requires how much volume of hydrogen? Okay, requires equal, so 3 into 22.4 divided by 2 into 10.8 into this 21.6 gram equal, so after cancelling you will get the answer 67.2 liter. So this 21.6 gram of boron requires 67.2 liter of hydrogen. Clear? When this 10.8 gram of boron requires this much volume, so that this 21.6 gram of boron requires 67.2 liter. So the answer is option D. Hope you understood this question. Okay, so here you are going to calculate what is the volume of hydrogen gas requires for 21.6 gram of boron. Clear? So next, question number 4. 2.76 gram of silver carbonate on being heated strongly, it will produce a residue. Then that residue weighing how much? So silver carbonate, that formula is Ag2CO3, Ag2CO3, that is silver carbonate. You are going to heat strongly, then what will be the remaining product? Silver plus carbon dioxide plus oxygen. See, this oxygen and carbon dioxide, they are gases, so it will go out from the atmosphere. What will be the residue? Residue means the remaining part, it will settle down on the bottom of the equipment, so it will settle. So you are going to calculate the mass of this silver. This too, it is the gas, it will go out of the equipment. Okay, so now balance the equation. Here put 4, put 2 here, then here 2. Hope now the equation is balanced. Okay, so the question is 2.76 gram of silver carbonate on being strongly heated yield a residue weighing how much? Option A 2.16 gram, option B 2.48 gram, option C 2.64 gram, option D 2.32 gram. Clear? Now see, according to the equation, that molar mass of this Ag2CO3, that is molar mass of Ag2CO3 is 276 gram. You calculate, then you will get the answer. Okay, now there are, that stoichiometry coefficient is 2, so 2 into 276 gram will yield 4 times of the mass of silver is 108 gram. Atomic mass of silver is 108 gram. Okay, so 1 gram of this silver carbonate will produce 1 gram of Ag2CO3 will give 4 times 108 gram divided by this 2 into 276 gram. Okay, now according to the question, you are going to calculate for 2.76 gram. So 2.76 gram of Ag2CO3 gives 4 into 108 divided by 2 into 276 into this 2.76. Okay, so that final answer will be equal, that answer will be 2.16 gram. So this is the answer. Now check the option. Option A is the right answer. Hope you understood this question. So next, question number 5. In the reaction, the equation is given 4NH3 gas plus 5O2 gives 4NO gas plus 6H2O gas. So this is the condition. Then when 1 mole of ammonia, see, when 1 mole is given of ammonia and 1 mole of oxygen are made to react to completion. So when 1 mole of ammonia and 1 mole of oxygen is going to react completely, Now here there are 4 options is given. Option A, 1.0 mole of H2 is produced after completion of this 1 mole of ammonia and 1 mole of oxygen. Option B, 1 mole of NO will be produced. Option C, all the oxygen will be consumed. Option D, all the ammonia will be consumed. See, option C and option D, it indicates find out the limiting reagent. So we are going to find out the limiting reagent. So write the equation, that is 4NH3 plus 5O2 produce 4NO plus 6H2O. Okay. So now calculate the limiting reagent. To find out the limiting reagent, LR equal, that is moles divided by stoichiometric coefficient. Okay. So here you will get some numbers. So which number is lower, that is called limiting reagent. So here ammonia, that is a number of moles is NH3 moles according to the question, 1 mole. Then oxygen is mole is also 1 mole. Now stoichiometric NH3 stoichiometric coefficient is 4. Then oxygen stoichiometric coefficient is 5. Okay. So limiting reagent for NH3 equal 1 by 4. Then here oxygen, limiting reagent of oxygen, that is 1 by 5. Now calculate, this is 0.25 and this is 0.20. Okay. So which is lower? Oxygen is lower. The number is lower. So oxygen is the limiting reagent. Oxygen is the limiting reagent. Okay. Now check the option. See here, all the oxygen will be consumed. So if anything consumed completely, that is the limiting reagent. Okay. So option C is the right answer. Okay. So question number 6, what quantity of ammonium sulfate? Listen the question. What quantity of ammonium sulfate? Ammonium sulfate formula is NH4 twice SO4. This is ammonium sulfate is necessary for the production of ammonia. So this ammonium sulfate will produce ammonia. Here the 2 moles of here 2 times of NH4 is there. So here 2 nitrogen is there. So it will get 2 NH3. Also, so this ammonia you are going to neutralize a solution that contains HCl. Always this is the base. Actually NH3 is an alkali and HCl is an acid. So this acid plus alkali, it will become neutral solution. So you are going to neutralize the solution which contains HCl. How much? 292 grams of HCl it contains. Okay. So for that you are taking ammonium sulfate. First you are producing ammonia. Then this ammonia will be used to neutralize HCl. Okay. So HCl. So when it neutralizes, it also requires 2 moles. Okay. Now that you calculate that molar mass, it will come 132 grams, and here that HCl, that mass is 36.5 into 2, you will get 73. Okay. So make the box, or see here, 73 grams of HCl, it requires 132 grams of ammonium sulfate. Okay. Sorry, NH4 twice SO4. So 292 grams of HCl requires how much? So keep X and make that cross multiplication. You will get the answer 528 grams. You check and work out, you will get the answer. Okay. See, make the cross multiplication, you will get the answer. So option C is the right answer. Okay. Now question number 7. When the same amount of zinc is treated with excess of sulfuric acid, so it is an acid and this is metal, zinc is the metal, and excess of sodium hydroxide, this is alkali. So the ratio of volume of hydrogen evolved is, see in both case, when a metal, see metal reacts with acid or alkali, you will get the one of the product, that is hydrogen gas. So what is the ratio they are asking with alkali and acid? Okay. So first zinc plus HCl, or you can take hydrochloric acid, or say this is HCl hydrochloric acid, H2SO4 also you can take any acid. So you will get zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus H2. Okay. So this is the gas. Zinc plus an alkali, you can take NaO, sodium hydroxide, you will get Na2 ZnO2 plus H2. See here in both case, here that number of moles of hydrogen is only 1, and here also number of moles of hydrogen is only 1. Okay. So balance the equation, here you have to put 2 here. To balance this equation, put 2 here, here also put 2. Now the equation is balanced, but see in both case, here that stoichiometric coefficient is 1, here also 1. So option A is the right answer. Clear? So 1:1. Question number 8. Calculate the weight of lime calcium oxide. This is CaO, that is lime. The another name of calcium oxide is lime, obtained by heating 200 kilogram of 95% pure limestone. The limestone formula is CaCO3. Okay. So now write the equation. CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate. When you heat, we will get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So check the equation whether it is balanced or not. Now the equation is balanced. Calculate that molar mass of calcium carbonate, that is 100 gram. This is 56 gram and this is 44 gram. Now we need calcium carbonate and calcium oxide. See, you are going to calculate the weight of lime from 200 kilogram of 95%. Okay. So now 100 grams of CaCO3 give equal 56 gram of CaO. So 1 gram of CaCO3 will give 56 by 100 gram. Okay. So now 200 kgs of 95%. So 200 into the percentage 95 by 100 gram of CaCO3, kilogram of CaCO3 gives 56 by 100 into 100 divided by 200 into 95. So you will get the answer 106.4 kilogram. You can calculate. Okay. So that option D is the right answer. Clear? Question number 9. The percentage of P2O5 in diammonium hydrogen phosphate. That formula is NH4 twice HPO4. So here P2O5 is present. So you are going to calculate the percentage. So So write the formula NH4 twice HpO4. It will give, it contains P2O5. See here 2 phosphorus is there, so put 2 here. Okay, so you will get 2 phosphorus, right? So now calculate the molar mass of this diammonium phosphate, hydrogen phosphate. So 2 into, you will get 36 plus 1 plus 31 plus 64. Then here you will get 264. That total that molar mass of this compound is 264, and here 62 plus 80, total 142. You can check. Okay, now percentage of P2O5 equal weight of P2O5 divided by weight of the given salt, that is diammonium hydrogen phosphate, weight of salt, into 100. So 142 divided by 264 into 100, we will get 53.78 percentage. Okay, so that answer option C. Okay, question number 10. H2 is evolved at STP on complete reaction of 27 gram of aluminum with excess of aqueous NaOH would be. So hydrogen is produced when aluminum is reacting with aqueous. Aqueous means here hydrogen will be water will be added. So sodium hydroxide is mixed with water. So the reaction is H2O plus Al plus NaOH. See here aluminum is reacting with aqueous. Aqueous means water is added with NaOH. We are getting NaAlO2, that is sodium aluminate plus hydrogen. Okay, now balance the equation. See here sodium is by sodium here 1, here 1, aluminum here 1, here 1, then oxygen 1, then here 1 oxygen, total 2 oxygen. Then now H2 plus here 1, so total 3 hydrogen atoms are here. This side only 2 hydrogen atom. So I am going to write here 1.5. So 1.5, so means 1.5 into 2, you will get 3, right? Instead of that I am going to write 3 by 2 for the calculation purpose, 3 by 2. Now the equation is balanced. So 27 gram of aluminum will produce here that volume of at STP hydrogen volume is 22.4 into this 3 by 2 number of moles. So we will get answer, that is around 33.6 liter. Now calculate, you will get 33.6 liter. So 27 gram of aluminum will produce 33.6 liter. So option D is the right answer. Clear? Question number 11. What weight of SO2, that is sulfur dioxide, can be made by burning of sulfur in 5.0 moles of oxygen? Okay, so option A 640 grams, option B 160 gram, option C 80, option D 320 grams. So you are going to calculate the mass of sulfur dioxide, burning of sulfur with 5 moles of oxygen. Write the equation sulfur plus oxygen, we are getting sulfur dioxide. This is 1 mole of sulfur, 1 mole of oxygen, 1 mole of sulfur dioxide. According to the question, oxygen is 5 moles. So balance the equation, here put 5, then 10 oxygen, 10 oxygen, then put 5. So 5 moles of oxygen, it is giving 5 moles of sulfur dioxide. So mass when you calculate the weight equal to moles into molar mass. So 5 moles into molar mass of SO2, that is 64, you will get 320 gram. So option D is the right answer. Clear? So now question number 12. 12 gram of magnesium, atomic mass that is 24, will react completely with acid to give option A 1 mole of H2, option B half mole of H2, option C 2/3 mole of oxygen, both half mole of hydrogen, half mole of oxygen. So write the equation, that is magnesium reacting with any acid, that is HCl, it will produce MgCl2 plus H2. Now balance the equation, put 2 here. Now the equation is balanced. See, according to that question, the atomic mass of magnesium, this is 24 gram, will produce 1 mole of H2. So here 1 mole, that is 24 gram, and here 1 mole of H2. Okay. Now in the question 12 gram is given. So if 12 gram of, see, 24 gram, it is equal to 1 mole of magnesium, will give 1 mole of hydrogen. 12 gram of magnesium will get how many moles of magnesium? So mole equal mass divided by molar mass. So here what is the mass? 12 divided by molar mass 24, that is 0.5 moles. So 12 gram is 0.5 moles of magnesium will produce 0.5 moles of hydrogen, that is half mole of hydrogen. So option B is the right answer. Okay. So question number 13. What is the percentage of H2O in FeCNS3.3H2O? In this compound, what is the percentage of H2O? Okay. So percentage of H2O, this type of question already we discussed in, I think, question 8 or 9, I think. So that P2O5, what is the percentage? The same way you are going to calculate the percentage of H2O equal weight of H2O divided by weight of FeCNS3.3H2O. So weight of H2O, that is here see here water is 3 times. Okay, so you are writing 3 into that molar mass of water is 18 divided by, you calculate this FeCNS, this 3.3H2O, it will come around 284 into 100. So here put 100. So the percentage will be 19%. So option C is the right answer. Okay students. So today we have discussed around 13 questions. Hope you understood all the questions. So the remaining some more questions about this, some basic concept of chemistry, that is stoichiometry calculations, we will discuss in the next video. Thank you students.